American people need to decide what they really want. Maybe some, and you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits. And
the former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail.
Know more about in person. I'm reluctant to comment on other people's marriages because I don't want anybody to
The drama at The View has just reached a boiling point, and this time, the consequences are real. Sunny Hostin has reportedly been shown the door following a jaw-dropping $90 million lawsuit filed by none other than Melania Trump. If this scandal doesn't shake up daytime television, nothing will. The co-hosts of The View may have thought they were untouchable, but this lawsuit proves otherwise, reminding them that even they can't escape accountability. For years, Sunny Hostin has been known for her fiery commentary and sharp-tongued rants, never shying away from making bold, often controversial claims.
Strong tweets, but everything else great for this country.
I was surprised when she mentioned his sense of humor.
But this time, she may have crossed a line that even ABC couldn't defend. The lawsuit, which has sent shockwaves through the industry, reportedly stems from comments Hostin made about Melania Trump that weren't just opinion, they were defamatory. Sources say that her remarks went beyond her usual critiques and veered into outright falsehoods, damaging Melania's reputation in a way that warranted serious legal action. Melania, who has largely remained private since leaving the White House, wasn't about to let these claims go unchallenged. Instead of ignoring the attacks, she hit back with a lawsuit so massive that it rivals the annual budget of some cable networks. A $90 million lawsuit isn't just a warning, it's a full-on declaration of war. And from the looks of it, Melania has no intention of backing down. Legal experts are already weighing in, saying that Melania's case has serious merit. The lawsuit alleges that Hostin's comments weren't just offhand opinions, but deliberate attempts to defame Melania and damage her reputation. If the claims are proven in court, The View and ABC could be looking at a financial and legal disaster unlike anything they've faced before. Behind the scenes, ABC executives are reportedly in full-blown panic mode. An insider has revealed that the network immediately recognized the massive risk this lawsuit posed, not just financially, but to its overall credibility. "We've defended our hosts before, but this was indefensible," one ABC executive allegedly said. With mounting pressure from both legal teams and advertisers, the decision was made to remove Hostin from the panel. What's more telling is Hostin's complete silence since news of her exit broke. Typically, she's the first to respond to controversy, whether through social media or public statements.
His humor, his personality.
Know more about in person. I'm reluctant to comment on other people's marriages because I don't want anybody to
But this time, she has been suspiciously quiet. Is she lawyering up, negotiating a settlement, or simply trying to avoid drawing even more attention to the scandal? Whatever the case, it's clear that this issue isn't going away anytime soon. Meanwhile, Melania's legal team isn't stopping at just Hostin. Reports suggest that they are also targeting ABC, alleging that the network is engaged in a pattern of defamation and bias against both Melania and her family. If this lawsuit gains traction, it could set a major precedent for how media outlets handle commentary on public figures. Could this be the beginning of a legal reckoning for daytime television? Inside sources say that Hostin's departure is just the beginning. ABC executives and The View's producers are scrambling to review past episodes, worried that other comments might resurface and lead to even more lawsuits. The atmosphere behind the scenes is reportedly tense, with some of the remaining co-hosts fearing that they could be next. This lawsuit is making everyone nervous, an insider revealed. And let's not forget the timing of all this. With Donald Trump recently re-elected as the 47th president, The View is already on edge. Their anti-Trump stance has been their bread and butter for years, but now it's starting to backfire. The lawsuit couldn't have come at a worse moment for the show. If Melania wins big, it could completely change the way media networks operate, forcing them to be more cautious with their political rhetoric. The big question now is, can The View survive this? Hostin's firing may have been a desperate attempt to save face, but will it be enough? Fans of the show are already divided, with some defending Hostin and others arguing that she got what she deserved. Meanwhile, critics of The View are celebrating this as long overdue karma, pointing out that the show has spent years tearing people down without facing any real consequences. They've spent years smearing people with no accountability. Now the tables have turned, one commentator noted. As for Melania, she's reportedly standing firm.
Know more about in person. I'm reluctant to comment on other people's marriages because I don't want anybody.
As I said, as she just did, will it make a difference here?
To show that they took away from me. Go ahead.
But at least you weren't fired.
But I'm not bitter.
Sources close to her say she's not interested in settling quietly. She wants a public apology, a full retraction, and yes, that $90 million. Whether she gets it or not remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. This lawsuit has already sent shockwaves through the media industry. And let's not pretend The View is innocent here. Over the past few years, the show has transformed into a 24/7 anti-Trump echo chamber, spending more time dissecting Melania's wardrobe choices and Trump's tweets than addressing real issues. From the economy to the border crisis to major national disasters, The View has been noticeably silent on topics that matter to everyday Americans. Instead, they have focused their energy on relentless attacks against the Trump family, something that is now coming back to haunt them. With Trump back in the White House, The View must be sweating bullets. Not only is their favorite target more powerful than ever, but he is reportedly looking into legal options against media outlets that he believes have defamed him and his family. While Trump has always been known for his strong rhetoric, this Melania lawsuit proves that the Trumps aren't just about talk, they are willing to take action. And now, the speculation begins. Could Donald Trump himself be preparing to sue The View? Legal experts are divided. On one hand, public figures face a higher legal bar when it comes to defamation cases. But on the other hand, if Melania's lawsuit uncovers evidence that The View knowingly made false statements or acted with malice, the show could be in serious trouble. With Trump back in power, he has more influence than ever to push back against the media narratives he believes are unfair or biased. Meanwhile, there is growing speculation about Hostin's next move. Will she come forward with her side of the story? Will she expose what really goes on behind the scenes at The View? Let's not forget that former co-hosts like Meghan McCain and Sherry Shepherd have hinted at a toxic environment at the show. Could Hostin be the next to spill the tea? Fans and critics alike are now watching closely to see how The View will address Hostin's exit. Will they acknowledge it, or will they try to sweep it under the rug? Will they attempt to spin it as a necessary move to protect the show's integrity? Given The View's history, they'll probably find a way to blame Trump for the whole ordeal. At this point, it's anyone's guess how this will play out. But one thing is clear, The View is under more scrutiny than ever, and they're going to have to work overtime to rebuild credibility, if that's even possible. Meanwhile, Melania Trump is proving that she is no longer willing to sit on the sidelines and take media attacks quietly. She's taking action, and the message is loud and clear. Mess with the Trumps, and you might just pay the price. So grab your popcorn, because this daytime drama is far from over. Will The View manage to clean up its act? Will Trump and Melania score a major legal win? Or will this lawsuit expose even more skeletons in The View's closet? Stay tuned.